Hello everybody, it's Tracy here from Betty B's Crochet channel, and today I'm going to do a quick tutorial to show you how to make this beautiful ruffle scarf. Now it looks super complicated, but it really isn't. Even if you don't know how to crochet, you will be able to make this. So this is what we're going to be doing, and we'll move forward and I will show you what you're going to need and how you do it. Okay, so for this project you're going to need 200 grams of a sachet yarn. Now there are lots of different brands that you can use, but basically a sachet yarn is one that looks like a net mesh like this. Now a lot of people look at these and they get a bit put off and think, oh my gosh, it's going to be so complicated, but it really isn't. You're also going to need a crochet hook. Now it doesn't matter what size, it's not detrimental to the project at all, but you will need one that's got a decent hook because you're going to be pulling through a number of pieces at the same time. So a hook with a decent grabber bit in there, and you're going to need some scissors as well. And that literally is all you need to make this project. So what we'll do is we'll move on to the next thing then. Okay, so let's get started. So what you're going to notice with most sachet yarns is that there's a decorative side. Now this particular one that I'm using has got like a sparkle down one edge. Now that is not the edge we're going to work with because we want that to be fully on view in our project. So we're going to work along the opposite side. And that's the only side of the yarn that we're going to work at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up our yarn, leaving a bit of a tail. We're just going to pop our hook through one of the holes like so. And then we're going to miss the next one, which is here. And then we're going to pop our hook into the next one. And then we're going to miss that one. We're going to hook that one, and we're going to do that 10 times, so we'll have 10 loops on our hook. So that's 3, we'll miss 1, 4, we're going to miss that one, 5, and then miss that one, 6, miss that one, 7, miss that one, 8, miss that one, 9, and then miss that one, and 10. Now once you've got your 10 on your hook, you're going to pop your finger through the 10th hole along with the hook, and then what you're going to do is you're going to get your hook and you're going to pull that 10th loop through the rest, and then put your hook back through the hole where your finger was, and that will lock in your first ruffle. And all we do is repeat that all the way along the yarn. So you've got your first hook, your first loop on your hook here. So we're going to do another 10. So we've got 1, miss 1, 2, miss 1, 3, miss 1 and 4, miss 1 and 5, miss 1, 6, miss 1, 7, miss 1, 8, miss 1, 9, miss 1 and 10. So again we're going to pop our finger into that 10th loop, and using our hook we're going to pull that piece of yarn just here all the way through the other hooks, the other loops on our hook like so, and then pop the other piece of yarn back through the hoop, and that will secure your second ruffle. So we'll do that again, remembering we are just working along the top edge of this yarn, we're not touching any of the rest of it. So we've got our first one, we miss 1, and we go into the next one, 2, miss 1, 3, miss 1, 4, miss 1, 5, miss 1 and 6, miss 1 and 7, miss 1, 8, miss 1, 9, miss 1 and 10. So again, we've got our 10 loops on the hook. Pop your finger through and pull it through like so, and back through the hole, and we're done. Okay, let's carry on. My phone battery died, I am sorry. So we're moving on to our next ruffle. So again, it's exactly the same method. You've got the one on your hook from your closing off, you miss one and you go in the next one. Now you may notice that I use my little finger, which helps me to sort of pull out the yarn a little bit so you can see easier what you're doing. That's 4, miss 1, 5, miss 1, 6, miss 1, 7, miss 1 and 8, miss 1 and 9, miss 1 and 10. Put your finger in the hole and pull, oh, missed it. Pull that through the ones on your hook to close, and then I dropped it. This is why you should put your finger in the hole and put your hook back in there. And then as you can see, that's your ruffles as they're starting to grow. And literally all you do is that all the way along your yarn. It's really not difficult, it just gets a bit fiddly because the yarn can get quite twisted. But if you carry on and you stretch out your yarn as you keep going, you should be fine. So we've got our 1, we miss 1, 2, miss 1, 3, miss 1, 4, miss 1, 5, miss 1, 6, miss 1, 7, miss 1, 8, miss 1, 9, miss 1 and 10. Pop your finger through. This is why you need a hook with a decent gap in, and pop it through. So there we go. That's the beginning of your ruffle scarf. Again, like I say, just keep going all the way along. You may need to add a second ball at the end of your yarn depending on how big the ball is you have, but just keep going until you've got the length that you want. I'm going to carry on with this one now right to the very end, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how to tie it off. Right, I just wanted to come back quickly and show you how to join if you run out of yarn, if you need to go onto a new ball. So as you can see, I've only got a few links left here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight into my new ball and pop that on the hook as well, and then just double it up. And so you've got 2 pieces, so go into your second one of that one and that one. That's a little bit fiddly, this bit, but needs must and all that. And then as you can see, I've got no more left on that one, so we can just drop it down, carry on working with this one. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, finger in the hole, pull through all of them, be a bit thicker than usual, but there you go. And then those ends, you can trim them back a little bit, but they will sort of hide in all the ruffles anyway. I'd trim that one a little bit, trim that one back a little bit when you're finished, and it'll all just hide in there and it'll be a completely invisible join. Right, okay, so I've now got to the desired length for my scarf, and I'm just quickly going to show you how to finish off. So we're going to cut your yarn leaving a decent length tassel on it, and through this hole where your hook's looped, fiddly, you're going to twist your yarn so it's nice and tight, and get hold of it, and you need to bring it through that loop. Now this bit really is fiddly. There we go, like that. So basically, don't pull that cut end all the way through, keep a bit like that, and thread it through, pull it tight, like so. Then secure it with another knot, like that, pull it tight. And that isn't going to go anywhere. So then I snip the end off there, like so, and that's done. What you can do to make sure it's doubly secure, just get a needle and thread and just stitch through that. And then you know 100% sure that it is definitely secure. But as you can see, it's well hidden in all the ruffles once you've done it anyway. You can't see the knot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to work back through it and find the bits where I did the join. I did do another join off camera as well because I found a great big knot in the middle of the yarn, which wasn't ideal. So this is a joined bit here. So making sure you don't cut into the loop that you're hooked into, which is here. Just trim the ends just to tidy it up a little bit. So it'll all mould into it anyway, so it's not major. Just trimming it so it doesn't stick out. And that will then just all fall into there. And here's my other one that I did off camera. And then the very end, the beginning of it, sorry, not the end. Again, like you did at the end, this isn't going to come out, but just to secure it and make it even at both ends, stick another knot in, like so, and snip the excess, and then that'll all be hidden in the beginning. There we go, and you're done. That's how you make it. It's completely finished pattern now. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it has been of use for you, as I know this sort of yarn can be a bit overwhelming. But there you go. That is your ruffle scarf